Hi everybody, here's a quick 2 or 3 minute tip for you on Korg PA5X. This also applies to any PA4X owners or PA1000 owners. And this is just an example of the sort of stuff that we're doing all the time on YouTube. But what I would like to point out is that once we launch our Keyboard World magazine publication online, some of this content will only be available to Keyboard World subscribers. So if you like this sort of thing, have a look at our website www.keyboardworld.co.uk and have a look at this exciting new online publication, which subscription will include a certain amount of unique content like I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to show you is how to make the most of the pads. I use pads all the time when I'm sitting playing the Korg because they're a great addition to styles. They're great when they're used on their own in isolation. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll reselect it so that it chooses the factory pads to go with it. I've chosen a ballad rhythm here called Break Pop Ballad. And if you look, by default, it will load up the default set of 4 pads. And pad 1 has got groove, hip hop 4. So if we press pad 1, we can have a listen to it. So that's a drum-based pad. That's fine. Actually, what I want in there is a guitar strum. So I press pad 1. I'm going to go to acoustic guitar. And I'm going to choose Ballad Strum 1. So if I exit, that's now loaded into pad 1. And if we have a listen, there's our nice pad. And if we were to use that with the style, works really well. So if we put the style on its own, now we'll add the pad. And that adds that nice ballad strum in there. Just out of interest, when you're using pads, they will follow the chords. And they will follow the tempo of the rhythm. Which is why they're always perfectly in sync with the style. But what can I do with that ballad strum pad? Well, if we go to the mixer tab here, and I look at pad 1 here in this end column, I can see the volume, so I can adjust the volume. I can, at the minute it's centered into the mix, I could send it to the left, I could send it to the right. It also tells me which sound it's currently using, and it's using Real Folk Guitar ST1. And if I was to press that little picture, look what happens. We've now got access to all the sounds available in the instrument. We can assign any of those sounds to that pattern. Now, obviously it's a guitar-based pattern, so first port of call will be to probably look at a guitar. I can see that it's using one of the legacy voices, and they're great, but let's go into the newer factory voices, and we'll go to the guitar section. And what about choosing, say, a classical guitar? Totally different sound this time. Let's go to steel guitar. String. So this is great because this is opening up in a whole new world now. We can choose any guitar sound we want. Let's go a little bit left field with this. Let's try, instead of an acoustic guitar, I wonder if an electric guitar would work. So let's take a Strat. How about a muted guitar? It's mad really what you can do. Let's take this production electric guitar and put the style on. You know, it works. this blows my mind because you don't have to stick with guitars. I'm now thinking, I wonder what that sort of strum pattern would sound like if I changed it to an electric piano. Would we get away with it? Well, let's try it. So we'll have pad 1 running. I'll change to electric piano. And let's choose suitcase. You know, it sort of works. Let's put the style back on. Honestly, the sky's the limit. You can change that sound within reason. Obviously, it was a guitar style pattern, but I think you get away with electric piano. You'd probably get away with piano. I don't think it would work for things like brass and woodwind, or strings, but some of the other pads will fit with other different types of sound. Let's just quickly look at what's in pad 2. Well, I can see that's using percussion kit 1. What if we were to change to Latin percussion? Totally different sound. That's quite nice. We've got the little bongos and congas coming in. So you can change it to your heart's content. Have some great fun with the pads. They're all there. You've got hundreds of different pad phrases. Go into the mixer, try changing it to different sounds. It's great fun. So there's your little tip on using the pads PA5X.